Hi, in this video, we're going to take a look at the good lock features, all the features and how you can use it on your Samsung Galaxy S20, S20 Plus, or the S20 Ultra. So with the good lock app, it allows you to alter the user interface on your mobile device. So let's first go back to the home screen by tapping on the home key and then swipe down to go into the app screen, and we're going to open good lock. Once good lock is open, you can install them. So you can see there are a number of different modules. So good lock is like a holder for the other applications. So we got other modules in here, such as the lock star, quick star, task changer, clock face, multi-star, Navstar, and notice star. Each of these modules responsible for the different part of the interface on your mobile device. Now, in order for you to use any one of them, you need to install them separately. So first, let's take a look at the lock star. I have already installed a lot of them. Some of them has been all installed and then updated, so I probably need to finish setting them up. But let's first take a look at the lock star. So the lock star allows you to change the user interface on your lock screen. Now at the top here, there's always a switch where you can turn it on or turn it off. By default, it is switch off. Now you can tap on it to switch it on. Once it is switch on, you can tap on the edit lock screen or lock screen timeout. So let's tap on edit lock screen, and in here you can see down here there are 4 different subsections. You got position, wallpaper, clock, and items. And you also at the top here you can tap on auto layout as well. And you can see here I can move this section right here, this text, this notification section, up and down, all the way from the top down to the bottom. I can place it at the center of the screen. Then I can also change the clock. I can move the clock from top down to the bottom. I can move it to the left or to the right or to the center, as you can see. So I'm allowed to modify and adjust how things are placed on the lock screen. Now that is just the positions. So let's see what else we can do. We can also move these messages, helpful messages as well. There is a restricted area that we cannot move to. So as you can see, I cannot place it all the way to the top. It's a restricted area where items cannot be placed. So I'm just going to place it around the bottom here. So that is the positioning of the items on the screen. And then you can change the wallpaper. You can go across here and choose a wallpaper that you want to use, and you can change the wallpaper with the lock star. Okay, so next we can change the clock face. So there's a bunch of them. There's so many of them that you can change to. As you can see, I can change it to that, or the cubes, and that. So the clock face, as you can see, if I swipe across, you can see there are a lot of different types of clocks. I could choose even that, so it shows 2 different sections right there, and then I could choose that even with pictures on the lock screen. So I can choose as well as in Korean language, so display in Korean, and then yeah, just different type of styles for the clock. Choose the one that you like. So you can see there's quite a lot of them. I'm just going to go back to the default one, and then items. So you can tap on items, and then you can choose which items to display on your lock screen. Face widgets, you can show hide face widget. You can show or hide help text. You can show hide shortcuts. So the phone icon and the camera icons is gone with the shortcuts. Once I turn it off, it offers me to have a apps buttons instead. So I'll turn it back on. Notification are only icons, so I can turn on or off. So those of other items that you can turn on or off. Once you are happy with the changes, you tap on save, and that's it. Now we save the lock star or the lock screen with the lock star module. And so that's the edit lock screen. Then you got lock screen timeout here. In here you can choose default 15 seconds or 30 seconds. And I said that the maximum value of the screen timeout of the lock screen is restricted by the display settings, and you can change you can change the timeout settings from the display in settings, display, and screen timeout. Okay, so that is the lock star functions. And next you got the quick start function. Okay, the next module is the quick start module. It allows you to customize the quick panel settings. So if I tap on quick start, I can activate it by tapping on a switch. Now this is the quick settings panel up here. This is the quick settings. It will allow me to change the colors and other things. So let's see what we can do. Now at the top here is a preset colors. So I can choose purple, gray. I can choose yellow. You can see that turns to yellow. Now I can choose blue and other various color. Now you can tap on the plus icon. This will allow you to create your own custom color. So the current and then the new color, and then you can choose other color down here. And if you tap on done, you can see it shows a preview, and then if you're happy you can tap on applied, and it looks like. Now if you don't want any of the colors, you can deselect them and that will go back to the default. So that is the panel settings. Down here you got the indicator settings. So you got the visibility of indicators icons, and here that means you can turn on certain things on, like home screen information, lock screen information, show network information on the keyboard, on the key guard. Expanded panel, show network information on the center of the screen with the panel expanded. So you can turn that on and off. So that's just the network information. And then down here you got system icons. System icons shows on the status bar up here right at the top, such as the clock. So I'll just close that. Wi-Fi icon, 4G icon. Now I will show you some of the icons so you can see what it looks like. So I'll say mobile data signal. I can tap on that and that will switch off. You can see the mobile data signal icon on the status bar has been switched off. You also got alarm icon, volume icon. So if I increase all the volume down all the way, you can see there is a volume icon right there. Now I can switch them on or off on the status bar like so. So that's is how you can turn some of the icons on or off. Now you got Wi-Fi, airplane, battery icon. So here we can turn on the battery icon on or off. You can see the battery icon right there, just gone. I can bring it back on, and there it is. So those are the indicator elements on the status bar. Then you got the clock position. If you tap on the clock position, I can choose it to display on the left hand side, center, or hide. Sorry, not center. In the old version you can center, but this one here you can hide. Alright, so you can hide, you can move it to the right hand side, you can move it to the left, or you can simply just hide the clock altogether. Okay, so let's go back here, and then you got the notification pop-up button. So you can turn it on or off. So if I switch it on, when there is a notifications, I can swipe across and that will allow a pop-up windows. So let's see if there is a notification that we can try it out. So if I swipe it across, and here there is a pop-up that I can tap on this alert icon. Show this notifications in 15, 30, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. So I can choose, if I swipe across, there's more information for me to work with. So that's the button right there. So I can turn it on or off. So you can see some information is not displaying if I switch it off. So that's a naughty pop-up windows. So if I swipe down and I tap on that, and that is a naughty pop-up windows right there. So let's just switch it off for now. I just leave it on, and then we go back. So that is the quick start. How the quick start works, it changes some functionalities on the top quick setting panel right here. Okay, so let's move on to the next module. You got task changer. So task changer will allow you to work with the task on your phone. So let's go into task changer. Now in task changer you can switch it on at the top, and then you got the layout type. So if you tap on that, you got a number of different type that you could use. You could choose stack layout, list layout, grid, carousel, slim list, or vertical. So let's take a look at the stack layout. So that's the stack layout, and then we got list layout. So that is the list layout. and then you got, so I just need to go back to good lock, and then you choose grid. So this is the grid layout right here. So that's the grid layout, and then you got where is it? It is now. So that's in gallery. So I'm just going to go back to good lock, and then we're going to choose carousel, and this is what it looks like in carousel layout. And then you got slim list. So let's take a look at slim list. So there is the slim list, and then here you got vertical stack. So this is what the vertical stack looks like. So those are the different layouts that you can use with task changer. So I'll go back to stack, and then down here you got mini mode. So what this mini mode does is this, you can see this is quite big at the moment. If I go back in here, and so I'll go back to good lock, and then if I turn it on, you can see it's now shorter. So that is the mini mode for the task changer. And you can blur the background effects. So at the moment you can see the background is not blurred. I can make it blurred, and there it is, it's now blurred. So you got center the currently running app. So if I tap on that, so if I enable that option, at the moment I'm running task changer. So if I tap on the recent key, it will show good lock as a center app. And if I turn it off, you can see it will not show that as a center app. And then you got the other last two options is for the gesture navigation. If you have gesture navigation, you can turn it on with gesture cube effect. You can turn it on or off. You can also switch to the previous apps with gesture. So you can swipe at the bottom here, left or right, to switch between apps. So that's other two functions for the gesture navigations. And that's the task changer. And then the next one is the clock face. So if you tap on the clock face, you can change it with always on display or the lock screen. So you can choose the style, and here again you can basically just change different clock styles for that. Then you can change the color, so you can't change just a different clock, really nothing much to it. You just change a different clock style, and you can choose different colors for the clocks. So you can see the colors down here changes the text, so you can change it to a different color. You can choose one from the palette right here. So if I want to choose blue, tap on done, it's now blue, and tap on done. So there's nothing much about the clock face. Okay, let's take a look at the next module is the multi-star. The multi-star has quite a lot of functions in terms of using multi-windows. Now at the top here, quick launch for multi-windows. So if you enable this button here, you can quickly launch multi-windows by simply tap and hold into your recent key right here. So tap and hold, and that immediately allow you to select a second app to join into the multi-windows. So at the moment, let's say I already have good lock open, so I can tap on this Optus app, and that will launch the Optus app as well as the good lock app staying at the top, as you can see right there. So I can close that. Now I can also choose to open in pop-up view or open in a split screen view. So if I tap and hold here, I can open up in a open up in a pop-up view like so. And then down here I can enable multi-windows to all apps. So because some apps may not support multi-windows, what this function does is force all the apps to run in multi-windows even if those apps does not support multi-windows. So I'm just going to turn off for now. And you can also use multi-window screen zoom. So that's basically allow you to reduce the screen so that you can easily see more items on the screen. So let's take a look as an example. So if I open up this app right here, you can see the text is quite large in normal mode. So if I turn on multi-window screen zoom, and if I now try to open again in multi-windows, you can see the text is now smaller and I can see more of the screen space on the top. I can also drag it down to have more view of the top screen or the bottom screen right there. So that is the purpose of this multi-window screen zoom. So you can turn it on or off. And down here you got pop-up view action. So switch the pop-up view from full windows by swiping down diagonal. So that means down here you can basically just swipe down and that will automatically make the full screen view app into a pop-up windows like so. All you have to do is simply swipe it down across diagonal on each of the corner. You can also set the size of that drag of that gesture size. So set pop-up gesture size, because sometimes if it's too small, and because of the case, sometimes it can be difficult to drag it down. You can see it's very hard. So if I increase the size, the area size, and if my hand kind of like touch on that corner, I can easily create a pop-up windows just like so. So that is the purpose of this set pop-up gesture size. And then if we go down here, keep pop-up view last use, you can run that. So that's basically run the pop-up view from where you left off previously. And here is another option, prevent pop-up view minimization. So that will prevent you from minimize pop-up view. And then change the split screen color, so you can turn these features on. And if you turn it on, you can choose your own custom color. So I can choose yellow, and then tap on done, and this is what I mean. So you can see this bar here, you can change the color of that split screen view bar. So you can change it to yellow, or you can change it to whatever color you like. So let's say I want to change it to purple, tap on done, and you can see now we become purple. And that's it. So that is the purpose of that split screen view color. So sorry, I accidentally closed it, so I'm just gonna go back here, and that's it. So the other functions is outdated because it's now becoming a default in Android 10. Now let's go back. So that's the multi-star module, and then you got the Navstar module. So if you tap on Navstar modules, it's basically responsible for changing the user interface of this navigation button at the bottom of the screen right here. And basically there's not much to it. You can tap on new configuration to create your own buttons. This is the default buttons at the top here. You can change the color, the background colors here. So you can see we can change the default background color. You can tap on save, and then down here you can change the shape of the buttons. It's become difficult when we're changing the shapes of the button. You can see I don't know why people would want to change, but the option is there. You can see you can change all that shapes. You can turn it on, off, even your own custom color shapes. You can change that, or you can use the default. It's your choice. And then you got show and hide buttons, so you can show or hide buttons. So this button here is the lock buttons for the navigation lock button. So if you double tap on it, you can show hide. So you can enable or disable that buttons that allow you to lock or unlock your navigation buttons. And then you can show on home screen. So show the navigation bar always on One UI home screen. And then you got the rotate buttons on navigation bar. You can enable or disable that buttons. So that will allow you to manual screen rotation when your phone orientation changes. So sometimes when you turn your phone this way, you have a button there that allows you to lock the screen. You can see the buttons shows to manually change the screen orientations. So that is you can see now, even if I go back this way, the screen is not changing because we are changing it manually. So let's see if I can try to turn it back. So I'm just going to turn on screen rotation here to turn it back on. So that is the purpose of that button there. Rotate button on navigation bar. So if you don't like it, you can switch it off. So that's the Navstar. And lastly, we got the Navstar. This is responsible for the notification management. Now once you receive notification at the top here, and if you view the notification, or if you swipe it across, then that's gone forever. You're never going to be able to like check back on your old notification messages. What this Navstar does is it saves the notification message, so that later on, if you want to go back and see what the notification message is about, you can always go back. So let's tap on it and have a look. So in here you can see it keeps quite a number of different messages in here, and you can view these notifications in here, or you can add it to your lock screen. So let's take a look, Navstar, and if I swipe across in here, I can also delete it from the list. So all I have to do is just swipe across, and that will be remove the notification message from the list. I can also tap on the clear all button to clear everything. I will save it for now so that we can go through some settings. Now at the top here there is a settings button. You can tap on the setting buttons and then tap on settings, and once you're in settings you can basically activate or deactivate Navstar. Application list, so you can go down the list here and choose what to record in your notification management. So some messages may coming from Facebook. If there's too many of them, perhaps you may not want to record your Facebook notifications in here, so you may want to switch it off. So just go down the list and choose which one you want to keep and which one you want to remove, so that it will not add it to your notification management database. And then down here you could use filter list, so you can create a filter, add filter. So say Facebook, so you want to filter all the notifications that has a keyword Facebook. So filter name, so we give it a name. Now we're going to add a keyword, so I'm just going to call it Facebook. So we put in the keyword Facebook, so anything that has the keyword Facebook in it, it will display in the list. And then you can choose applications, so which application do we want to add to the filter. I'm going to choose all of them and then tap on save. And then if I go back here, and then if I go back, and then in here it will basically show everything, and then I can choose filter Facebook, so it only shows messages that has the keyword Facebook in here. And you can add more filter if you want, and then down here later on you can always tap on the filter to filter out your notification messages. And then at the top here you can also use the keyword search. So filter is kind of like our shortcut that you can create so that you can quickly tap on it to filter it out. Otherwise you can also search for messages through the keyword search up here. Okay, so let's go back into settings and then let's take a look at other things. Now you can use on lock screen, so you can enable or disable on lock screen. So if I turn it off and if I go to my lock screen, on my lock screen you can see there's nothing. But if I turn it on, so if I turn on Navstar on the lock screen, now I can view the notification messages on my lock screen as well. So if I swipe up, I can view a lot of the messages on the lock screen. So that is what it's about. So it's allow you to view all your notification messages that is stored, and you can view it directly from your lock screen. So you can turn it on or off if you want. If you worry about people seeing the notification messages, you can switch it off. And then you can change the storage period. By default it is set to 30 days. You could choose no limit. That will depend on your storage device storage. If you have the storage capacity, you can choose no limits. Otherwise you could choose 7 days or 30 days. Any messages older than 30 days will automatically get deleted, and by default it is set to 30. And lastly, star icon settings on lock screen. So if I tap on allow, you can choose where it sits on the lock screen. Perhaps here is too close to the bottom. If you don't like it, you can move it to a different positions. So say change the position of the icons as a starting point of the Navstar. So you can drag up and down. So you, if it's too low, you can drag it up a little bit so that it might not interfere with your home buttons or other buttons that you might have on your lock screen. You can also change the color. You can also change the transparency, whether to low or high. And then if you're happy, just tap on the save button to save the changes. And then let's take a look at the changes. So you can see it's all the way up here, and that's it. So that is all the functions for your Good Lock. And you can see how Good Lock can alter the user interface of your device. It can change the notifications, your lock screen, and other functions. The way how the recent apps or the task changer works, how it looks. So you can change quite a lot of functionalities with your Good Locks. So I'm just going to go back here, open up Good Lock, and then look at all the modules again. So yeah, so in summaries you can change by using Lockstar, Quickstar, Task Changer, Clock Face, Multistar, Navstar, and Navstar. And then that's just the units. Then you got families. These are more additional features, the add-ons to your various functionalities on your phone, but I just want to cover some of the most useful features for Good Lock in these videos, and I hope that helps. I hope you can see what Good Lock does and how it can help you change the user interface and the functionalities of your phone. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.